Almost every anime fan has heard this line. Start your anime journey with Death Note. But why? Out of thousands of anime, why does Death Note remains the first recommendation? Even after almost 2 decades? Let's dive in. Death Note isn't your typical anime. No superpowered battles, no endless training arc, no gigantic monster to defeat. Instead, it gives us something far more dangerous: a notebook. A notebook that can kill. But here's the catch: Death Note isn't just about a killer book, it's about morality, power, obsession. One of the biggest reasons Death Note is still legendary is its simplicity with depth. The rules are clear: write a name, picture the face, and the person dies. Simple. But the way this idea snowballs into mind games, psychological battles, and ethical dilemmas, that's genius storytelling. Light Yagami vs. L is not just a rivalry, it's chess on the highest level. Every move feels like life or death, and the suspense keeps you asking who's right, who deserves to win. And honestly, Death Note doesn't even feel like anime at time. It's more like a crime thriller you would binge watch on Netflix, except it constantly pushes you to question your own sense of morality. That's why it's the perfect gateway anime. Even if you have never touched anime before, Death Note grips you like a detective novel with supernatural twists. Of course, it's not flawless. The pacing in the second half, a lot of fans feel it dips compared to the brilliance of the first. Some say it should have ended earlier, but here's the thing: even with its flaws, Death Note leaves a mark. People still debate whether Light was a hero, a villain, or simply a tragic figure blinded by God complex. So why does Death Note still dominate conversations today? Because it's timeless. It's asked question we still argue about. What is justice? Who has the right to decide who lives, who dies? And what happens when absolute power lands in human hands? The question never gets old. And maybe that's why, despite hundreds of new anime every year, people still say, start with Death Note. At the end of the day, Death Note isn't just an anime you watch, it's an anime that watches you back, and maybe that's why it never dies.